Hello students, today we are going to start with how Germany, Britain and Italy became a nation state. At the same time we are going to do nationalism and imperialism. At the end of this video I have given you some revision questions. King of Germany and Italy. Germany. Can the army be the architect of the nation? Now, nationalist feelings were widespread among middle-class Germans who tried in 1848 to unite the different regions of the German Confederation into a nation-state, governed by an elected parliament. This liberal initiative of nation building was repressed by the combined forces of the monarchy and the military, supported by the large landowners called Junkers of Prussia. Now, following were the stages of unification of Germany. The first one we have is Frankfurt Parliament 1848. The Frankfurt Parliament tried its best for the unification of Germany under leadership of King William IV of Prussia, but it failed. Second, unification under the leadership of Prussia. Prussia took the leadership of the movements for national unification. Its chief minister, Otto von Bismarck, was the architect of the process and carried out the movement of national unification with the help of Prussian army and the bureaucracy. Now, what is the role of Bismarck? He was convinced that unification of Germany could be achieved only by the princes and not by the people. He wanted to achieve its aim by not merging Prussia into Germany, but rather by expanding Prussia into Germany. Three wars. Bismarck's object of unifying Germany was accomplished by three wars, which were fought during a brief period of 7 years, that is from 1864 to 1870, with Austria, Denmark and France. Then we have the final unification of Germany. The above war ended in Prussian victory and helped in completing the process of unification. On 18 January 1871, in the Royal Palace of Versailles, the King of Prussia was crowned as the German Emperor, and the ceremony symbolized in the eyes of the world the new-born unity of the German people. The new state, which was formed by the domination of the Prussia, it placed a strong emphasis on modernizing the currency, banking, legal and judicial system of Germany. And this Prussian measurement was followed throughout the Germany. Now we come to unification of Italy. Following with the process of unification of Italy. First, Italy a fragmented state. Like Germany, Italy too had a long history of political fragmentation. Italians were scattered over several dynastic states as well as the Habsburg multinational empire. During the middle 19th century, Italy was divided into 7 states, of which only one, Sardinia Piedmont, was ruled by Italian princely house. The north was under Austrian Habsburg, the center was ruled by the Pope, and southern region was under the domination of Bourbon kings of Spain. Even the Italian language was not acquired one common form, it still had regional and local version. Then what was the role of Giuseppe Mazzini? He was a leader of Republic Party. While in exile in 1831, he founded a new association called the Young Italy. Though there was two revolutionary uprisings in 1831 and 1848 for the unification of Italy, but both of them failed. Now the role of Cavour. Cavour became the chief minister of Piedmont in 1852. His aim was to effect the emancipation of Italy from Austria. He was neither revolutionary nor a democrat, but he is known as the real maker of Italy. Through tactful diplomatic alliance with France, he succeeded in defeating the Austrian forces in 1859. Now we have the role of Giuseppe Garibaldi. Garibaldi was the hero of red shirts. He marched into South Italy and the kingdom of Two Sicilies and succeeded in winning the support of local peasants in order to drive out the Spanish rulers. Then comes Victor Emmanuel II. In 1861, the first Italian parliament representing the whole of Italy, excepting Rome and Venetia, assembled in Turin, which formally conferred upon Victor Emmanuel II the title of the King of Italy. Come to unification of Britain. In Britain, formation of Britain was not a result of sudden upheaval or revolution. It was a result of a long drawn out process. There was no British nation prior to 18th century. There were ethnic groups such as English, Welsh, Scot, Irish. All these ethnic groups had their own culture and political traditions. Now, following were the process of unification of Britain. First, economic prosperity. The Industrial Revolution helped in the economic prosperity of the English nation. With the help of trade and wealth, it succeeded in extending its influence over other nations of the island. Role of Parliament. The English Parliament, which had seized power from the monarchy in 1688 at the end of a protracted conflict, was the instrument through which nation state with England at its center came into force. The Act of Union 1707. The Act of Union between England and Scotland resulted in the formation of the United Kingdom. Then we have incorporation of Ireland into United Kingdom. Ireland was forcefully incorporated into the United Kingdom in 1801 under the Act of Union 1801. Before its incorporation, the country was deeply divided into the Catholics and Protestants. The English helped the Protestants of Ireland to impose their dominance over a largely Catholic country. Then we have national symbols. A new British nation was forged through the propagation of the dominant English culture. The symbols of the new Britain were the British flag, the Union Jack, the national anthem, God Save Over Our Noble King, the English language, which were actively promoted, and the older nations survived only as subordinate partners in the Union. Now we come to next topic, that is visualizing the nation. Artists in the 18th and 19th century found a way of personifying the nation. Nations were then portrayed as female figures. The female form that was chosen to personify the nation did not have any particular women in real life, but it sought to give the abstract idea of the nation in a concrete form. The female figure became an allegory of the nation. In France, she was Christian Mariam, the popular Christian name which underlined the idea of the people nation. Her characteristics were drawn from those of liberty and the republic. The red cap, the tricolor, the cockade. To popularize the national symbol, the statue of Mariam's image were erected in public squares, and its image were also marked on coins and stamps. Similarly, Germania became the allegory of the German nation. In visual representation, Germania wears a crown of oak leaves, as German oak stand for heroism. Now we have certain attributes and significance, that is meaning of the significance. Then first is broken chain, it means being freed. Second, breastplate with eagle, it is symbol of German Empire strength. Third, crown of oak leaves, it signifies heroism. Sword, readiness to fight. Olive branch around the sword, willingness to make peace. Black, red and gold tricolor, that is the flag of the Liberal Nationalists in 1848, banned by the Dukes of the German state. Rays of rising sun means beginning of a new era. Now we come to next topic, nationalism and imperialism. By the last quarter of 19th century, the nationalism no longer retained its idealistic democratic sentiments. During this period, nationalist groups became increasingly intolerant with each other and were ready to war. The major European power in turn manipulated the nationalist aspirations of the people of Europe for their imperialistic aims. Balkans, the source of nationalist tension in Europe. The Balkans was a region of geographical and ethnic variation comprising modern day Romania, Bulgaria, Albania, Greece, Macedonia, Croatia, then Bosnia, then Herzegovina, then Slovenia, Serbia, and Montenegro, whose inhabitants were broadly known as Slavs. A large part of Balkan were under the control of the Ottoman Empire. The spread of the idea of romantic nationalism in the Balkan together with disintegrated the Ottoman Empire made the region very explosive. The Balkan area became an area of intense conflict. Balkan states were fiercely jealous of each other and each hoped to gain more territory from of the others. This led to First World War. During this period, there was intense rivalry among the European power over trade and colonies, as well as naval and military might. These rivalries were evident in the way of Balkan problems unfolded. Each power, that is Russia, Germany, England, Austro-Hungary, were keen on countering the holds of other power over the Balkans and extending its own control over the area. This led to a series of wars in the region and finally the First World War. Nationalism aligned with imperialism led Europe to disaster in 1914, that is the First World War. The anti-imperial movements that developed everywhere were nationalist because they all struggled to form independent nation state and were inspired by the use of collective national unity forged in confrontation with imperialism. People everywhere developed their own specific variety of nationalism. The idea that society should be organized in nation state was accepted by the people as natural and universal. This is all we have for today's lesson, and I will be giving you some revision questions. Now students, you have certain revision question based on the explanation that has been done in the lesson. So go through the question and try to answer the questions. Now, the first question, explain any four provisions of Napoleonic Civil Code 1804. Question number 2, why did nationalist tension emerge in the Balkans? 3, who was Giuseppe Mazzini? Explain his role in the unification of Italy. 4, the 1830s were the year of economic hardship in Europe. Give reasons. Next, briefly trace the process of German unification. Next, who were Mariam and Germania? What was the importance of the ways in which they were portrayed? Question number 7. How did the growth of industrialization change the social and political equation of Europe? 8. Who were revolutionaries? What were their political ideology? That's all we have in this lesson. So I have explained the lesson, at the same time I have given you the revision question. So try to do the revision questions.